Okay, it's staying on this time, and I'm with Wayne Middleton, who I am very indecorously interrupting his breakfast, and he's telling me about the Independence Caucus and the vetting process that they use.
Okay, I'm the state director for South Carolina for the Independence Caucus. It's a national organization, started in Utah with the election of Jason Chavez to Congress. Jason defeated a 6-term incumbent. The process that he used and conservative principles in general have been put together into a process that we use to vet candidates. We're currently vetting primarily congressional candidates. We have 90 candidates that have already been endorsed and made it through the primary process for the 2012 elections. We have an 80-question vetting questionnaire, or qualification questionnaire, that the candidate must answer yes to on at least 70% of the questions in order to actually qualify to participate in our vetting process. There is a panel interview that follows that, which is recorded and posted with a panel of caucus members that ask questions of the candidate that are basically conservative in nature. We're aimed at fiscal responsibility and adherence to the Constitution, and we're looking for candidates that meet those qualifications.
Now, there's something you mentioned that I found particularly interesting. In my interviews, as I've been traveling within my own state of Massachusetts and outside of the states, I've been finding a lot of candidates who are not professional politicians. Have you, in your vetting process this year, have you seen a lot of that?
A very large number of the candidates that we have endorsed are not professional politicians. Most of them have come from a business background. But as I mentioned a minute ago, we have 90 in the United States. It's a nationwide organization that have thus far made it through the primary election process and are on the 2012 general election ballot.
Now, do the candidates approach you in order to try and get your endorsement, or do you contact them when they're running in the primary saying, we would like you to be to go through this process so that we can make a judgment on you in terms of your conservatism?
By and large, the process has worked where our membership contacts the candidates. There have been a few candidates that have contacted me directly about it, but for the most part, we seek the candidate, and we seek all candidates, I might ask. We have invited incumbents, Democrats and Republicans, to participate in the process. Most of the incumbents do not participate because they're taught by the parties that they work for not to answer questions of the nature that we ask.
All right, and if I wanted to, as a voter, find out how my person did on your vetting, or how if my person was vetted by you, where would I go online?
I think you need to go to the www.icaucus.org website, locate your state director, and contact the state director with that question. Because I would not know nationwide, how it happened, but the state director would know.
All right, well, thank you very much, and please pardon me for interrupting your breakfast. Can you give this place a thumbs up for their breakfast?
It's a great breakfast.
All right, so Sheraton Crystal City, just remember, good breakfasts. Thank you.